Remember, price level refers to prices across all goods and services within the economy, including input payments or input costs. So now the value of money has increased. Each dollar buys more stuff, so prices have dropped. We would like to also decrease the amount of money that we pay to our inputs, labor, capital, natural resources, etc. But we may be not able to do that if wages are fixed in the short term. So if the price level is lower than what we expected, then we have wages that are too high and unable to adjust downward to the new price level. So firms have set wages too high. So say we have a wage here that was set before we realized this new lower price level. We expected the price level to be higher. We set this wage, price level is actually lower, and the equilibrium wage is lower than the wage that we have set as the firm. Why might this happen? Well, one reason is that labor contracts and wages do not adjust very quickly. They don't adjust day to day, month to month, unless you're driving Uber, I guess. But my contract, my labor contract, has a set wage that is adjusted just one time per year. And even then, it may be difficult to adjust wages, particularly adjusting wages downward. Labor contracts are typically fixed, at least for very short periods of time, and adjusting wages downward is particularly difficult because, you know, nobody wants their wage to go down. So we've got these wages, right? I have my contract. I know what my wage is going to be for the next year, regardless of what the price level is. When I signed that contract, I had some expectation about the price level, as did my employer, and they gave me a salary based on that expectation about the value of money over the course of the next year. And here we've set that wage too high. So what does that mean for the business and for profits? It means the firm is not going to be making a lot of money because their product prices have dropped, but their labor costs have remained the same, so their profits will go down. And you can see that even here, like in the graph, if I have a wage that's fixed higher than the equilibrium wage, my labor supply would go up, my labor demand would go down. This is the quantity that's actually traded in the market. What's going to happen is the business is going to hire fewer workers. Right? They're going to hire fewer workers because they're less profitable and workers are more expensive than they should be. This will cause firms to reduce employment and therefore production. But this is a short-term problem, right? This is only happening because wages are sticky, because they're stuck at a level that is higher than the equilibrium wage. Once wages are able to adjust downward, then everything will go back to where it should be, where we have our long-run employment and output. So this will happen until wages can adjust to the new price level. When the price level is different than what we expect, perhaps the wages we've set in our contracts are different than what they should be, and take some time for that to adjust. And in the meantime, we might have a short-run decrease in employment and output. That would be a recession. You will notice that like all of these theories are really reasons why the market isn't quite working as it should. Like ideally, prices go down, you adjust wages down, no problem. Each of these explanations as to why short-run aggregate supply is upward sloping has to do with some kind of breakdown or failure in the market to adjust smoothly to changes in the price level.